evening, YouTube. This is Randy coming from Island Reef TV once again. Today we are talking RODI units. Now, anyone who is getting into the reef or even salt water hobby, do some research on RODI units, because if you want to keep down the amount of bad stuff that happens in your tank, all the nuisance algae, I would suggest you get one. Here is mine, and I went with the economy 4-stage from Bulk Reef Supply. As you can see, I've got it hardwired in here, and I haven't finished yet, but my other line is running into the tub over there. I've got an auto shut-off valve that's coming from Bulk Reef Supply too, that I'm going to hook up to this tub and see if I can keep probably 50 gallons of water at a time going, just in case I need a fast influx for a water change or anything like that. But Bulk Reef Supplies, you guys can check them out. I've looked on eBay, I've looked at all kind of different places, but these came, a lot of people said these guys do a good job, so I decided, let me spend some money and get some good water, because that is the foundation of our system. You start using, water that isn't filtered properly, you start getting bubble algae, you start getting all kind of hair algae. So you might as well just keep your phosphates down, keep your nitrates down, and in order to do that, you have to invest in a good system. What made me upset though, I bought this, and then the next day, after I received it, I saw on the forum another guy selling his for 50 bucks. Needless to say, I wasn't too happy, but hey, what are you going to do? Well, here is how you plumb this bad boy into your system. Unlike a lot of people, I'm losing my words here. My laundry is actually on my second floor where all my bedrooms. So it was kind of hard for me to decide where I was going to put this guy. But I decided to put it down here on the first floor bathroom. And what I did is I went to Home Depot and I got me one of these see if I can get in there, self-piercing. See, hook that up there, it self-pierces that system right there, and I hook it up straight into that, and I can turn it off with that little T level you guys see right there. So right now what it's doing is that red line comes straight out of my RO unit, and this is how it's going to set up right here. So it's been fed through that line, goes all the way through the different filters, and the last step is the DI filter, and I was told that this never fills all the way up to the top. And then when I'm finished, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up to this PVC line right here for my wastewater, and I will run the black line through that, so I don't have it going to my sink right now. But I decided, let me run a test to see if I have any leaking going on with this system, but it seems to be watertight and seems to be working well. I'm slowly filling up my tank. It's taking a while because I've actually had to go to the fish store and get a couple of buckets of fresh water as well, because as you can see, my system is 75 gallons per day, and I'm doing 135 gallons. And this thing, when I'm at work, I can't have this running. Although it's in the tub, if I had my float switch, I would leave it running all day And when I come home, I probably have a good amount of water in there. But right now, I don't trust it. Maybe after I plumb this into that PVC valve right there, I might decide to do that. My plan is to probably have it and get this outside. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I need to have a storage container outside where I can plumb this somehow to put a couple buckets, some water running inside there, so that I always have a fresh supply. So in case I need to do a water change fast or something, I have. Because if I run into an emergency and I have to wait for this thing to give me at least, a gallon, it's going to be a problem. These things do a great job of getting all the impurities out of the water, but they do it slowly. I could have bought a pump and, pushed it through there, but hey, that was an extra, $190? I don't think I was going to do that. Anyway, guys, when you guys decide you're going to get one and you want to plumb it, make sure you get one of these for your waistline. Now, it's going to go through here. It's going to go through there. And you can probably get that little self-piercing from Home Depot or Lowe's. I think I picked mine up at Home Depot. It was like $4. And you're good to go. Alright, guys. I got work to do. Talk to you later. Bye.